Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief, guys. Welcome to my Insta Live, week 27, first week of rank advancement month, number 6, I assume, or number 7. All right, this is your chief. All right, guys, I am so freaking excited because I'm speaking to you on a brand new year. If you guys have been following my crazy Instagram, I had a New Year's party with Dave Joel and all the V warriors in the office, and we rocked it. It was unbelievable. So welcome to a brand new year. So before I begin, let me do a shout out. Of course, Marwan Talodi, always there, my brother, the first one. Muhammad Buloche, alright, Debarata, Maiti, Prabir, Nayak, Qnet official, that's Rita. Good morning, apa kabar? Kunan in the house. Adli Hasan, my brother. Kalai in the house. Shafiruddin, Kunan. Balaji, I see you. How are you? I think you're in Thailand. Sawadee. Join Benjos, Muhammad Irshad, the V official. Loreen, what's up? Sukumaran Gangadharan, I see you. I see you. Ibn Abbas, congratulations on a successful leadership camp in Cameroon. I saw the pictures rocking. Trikavindra, Lokesh, Anjan, Max out. Ajay, Dominique, Pranay and Shipra, what's up, guys? Alright, Tarunji, Vipra, okay. Kalim, Hitesh, Just Virago, Jodi. Okay, I'm going to do a shout out to Sati because he always complains I don't shout out for him, and he always claims to be on my Instagram live, so I'm a bit suspicious. Alright, Vicky Raz, what's up? Saw your pictures with your husband somewhere in Singapore. Alright, Kunan, Happy New Year to you too, Apu. Hifandri, Namais, Varsha, Shahul, Tahmim, I see you. Brijesh, Fanuna, Elstata, Rawar, Abukar, Bajia Musa, Pamela, Sokal, Sijan, Fatima, Ramesh, Lover 345470. Interesting. Right, Sila, Yusuf Sila in the house. What's up, my brother, my warrior, all the way from Africa. Damir Priyankov, Privyet, Hicham Goram. Alright, I am Surya Kiran Varma, Meena, Zindagi Na Milegi. That's a movie actually. Shahul, Surya, I am Saranjit, Salesh, Raja Dikira, Mimish, Lemon, Kalukan, Nitu, Chandana, Belana, Caliber, Sachin Malik, see you in Vicon, Malaysia. Omaharia, Lofti Kamal, Assalamualaikum. Sharwan, Sivaj, Ujawal, ARXZ, SRVV, Ashwi, Sharwan, I think that's how I pronounce your name. Okay. ARXZ, SRVV, okay. Sharwan, Danwan, Max Out Guru, Mahesh, Chotelal, Zami Alonso, Dr. Binse Varghese, Bavi Kirwai, Munazim, Khaluk Behlim, Bazit, Yachi. Okay, greetings to everyone around the world. This is your chief. Welcome to my Instagram live on a brand new year, week 27 of the year 2022. It's been unbelievable. A lot of exciting things happening, but the most exciting thing on the planet is on the 7th October, which happens to also be the birthday of our great mentor and upline, the one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, okay? It's the first day of VCon. VCon Malaysia, physical VCon. You actually get on a flight. You go through the airport again. You go through the irritating security. You land in Malaysia. You land in the island of Penang with your team. You take photos, selfies, everything at the airport. You go crazy. You milk it. Then you go out. Hopefully you get a car organized, or you take a taxi or the bus. Penang is very safe. Malaysia is very beautiful. You go to your hotel. You sort out, throw all your luggage in your hotel. If you reach a day earlier, you walk around Penang, eat some good food. If you're lucky enough, you see me, all right, with the coin service with Atli, Arun, Sati and David walking around. somewhere in Penang, because we're also looking for food. If you're lucky enough, you get a couple of photos with the great ones, and then you get ready for day one week-on. You dress up in your traditional costume, you rock it, you don't know what to expect. You come, you go to the great, unbelievable Qnet Carnival, the greatest exhibition with the best deals on products that you only can buy in week-on. Therefore, bring loads of money, bring e-cards, bring your credit card so you can get stuff you can't get in your country. All right, and then you come into the arena. Whoo! The magic happens. All right, you see the stage, you see the LED screens, you see the light, you hear the music, you go crazy that you have arrived. You're there with your downlines, uplines, one family, and then you catch a glimpse maybe of one of the V partners walking past. All right, then you have the opening show, and then finally at the end of the night you get to see the great ones, Japadas, Bismarck, and Dato Sri Vijay Eswaran at VCon, only at VCon. So whoever you are, wherever you are on the freaking planet, do whatever it takes, pay whatever price to be there at VCon. Tickets are out. You can buy it from VShop. You can buy it from the Qnet e-store as an RSP product. All right, it is just going to be the most unbelievable event of your life. All right, and I want to see you guys there. So, Assalamualaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. Privyat to all the ones speaking in the Russian-speaking countries. Bonjour, 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 je t'aime to all my French-speaking brothers and sisters. Alright, namaste, vanakkam, aibowan, namaskaram. Alright, salam, marhaba, bonjour again, vigets, hola. Okay, xin chào, mekalawa, apa kabar, ni hao ma. Alright, Aibowan, wherever you are in the world, this is your chief welcoming you to week 27. Now, the reason why a lot of people are asking me on my Instagram, and a lot of my close friends are asking me, why did I choose to celebrate New Year again? Because I did celebrate it on January 1. And I reminded everyone why. I gave the reason the last Instagram live, so you know the reason. It's time for us to restart our engines. It's time for us to recommit, to dream again, to understand exactly what we want to achieve. All right, the next 6 months. July, August, September, October, November, December. You got 6 months. Now, when you started January 1, you laid out what I call a TAT plan. This is a 52-week plan for the targets or the total income broken down to weekly TAT that you wanted to achieve for 2022. Now, some of you have achieved it. Congratulations. The majority of you have not achieved it from January to June. That means you are not on track, all right, to complete your goal for 2022. And what happens? You become pessimistic, depressed, screw it, I don't care about these targets. I want to move on with life. The same thing applies to the corporate guys. You guys have sales targets. You have KPIs. You got projects you want to launch, okay? And the mistake everyone makes is that when they're doing this TAT, all right, they suddenly realize that they're not achieving what they're supposed to achieve. And they don't know what to do about it. So what I decided to restart your engines, to give you a fresh start. All right. So July 1 is New Year. July 1 is freaking New Year. So now I want you to do again. I hope you have done it on Friday. If you have not, today is July 3rd. I still want you to do it right after this Instagram live. I want you to do your TAT for every week from now, this week 27, all the way to week 52. Week 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. 26 weeks. Yeah. So you got 26 weeks of TAT. I want you to redo it. I want you to redo your TAT for the next 6 months. I want you to clearly understand what you are going to achieve. Are you guys with me? All right. And I want you to lay out your TAT perfectly to the dot. How many BVs? What's your check? Everything. I want you to redo your TAT for 2022. Are you guys with me? All right. And then I want you to keep a promise to your uplines, to me if you're ISB, that you will send this TAT out every week without fail. Alright, so that's the first thing you must do, your homework for the new year. Alright, the first thing you must do. The second thing, you need an attitude checkup. You need to understand, alright, exactly how you're going to carry yourself, how you're going to behave, how you're going to build your network, alright, okay, until you reach this point of achievement. Are you guys with me? That means, hold on guys. It's very loud, huh? I'm live on Instagram. Love you guys. Sorry guys, I can't hear myself think. Everyone outside my house is going crazy with the TV and volume. So the second is an attitude check. Alright? An attitude check simply means that you need to understand what is the attitude you're going to carry this year for the next 6 months. Alright? July, August, September, October, November, December. What is the attitude? What attitude are you going to carry for the next 6 months? Is it going to be an attitude of gratefulness, an attitude of warriorship, an attitude of old-fashioned hard work, an attitude of being consistent, an attitude of no excuses, an attitude of raising your downline's commission checks? You need an attitude, the in-service attitude, whatever attitude that you need to achieve it. So decide on the attitude that you want to carry for the next 6 months. Now this is important because like we created this mantra called Born to Fly. I covered it on my Wednesday message, guys, where I told everyone that your potential is limitless, that each one of us are born to fly. And the only thing holding us back is ourselves. Alright, so the attitude of unleashing your limitless potential, the attitude of flying, the attitude of believing that you can and you must and you will fly no matter what, alright, is so important for 2022, Born to Fly. Now that's an attitude. So you decide what attitude you want to carry. You want an attitude of no excuses? Then have that attitude. You want an attitude of dreaming bigger? Then dream bigger for the next 6 months of 2022. If you want an attitude of achieving, limitless checks, then have that attitude. If you want an attitude to be a warrior because you're going through challenges in your market or your personal life, doesn't matter, then carry that attitude. But ultimately, you have to carry and decide what attitude you want to carry for the next 6 months. Alright, so you have to take a deep breath and decide the new beginning. This new beginning comes with what attitude? This is so important. Alright, and you have to do whatever it takes to achieve that attitude that you want to carry. Confidence, belief, warriorship, whatever it is. Alright, secondly, big decision, which everyone ignores this topic, but I'm here to remind you guys, especially ISB, for the next 6 months, answer this question before you start your journey for week 27. Are you going to be in control, or is your ego going to be in control? So if your ego is going to be in control, I promise you, you will never achieve anything that you set your mind to the next 6 months. Yesterday, I was on a call with Dato Sri Vijay, where he was mentoring a group of people. And somebody said, Dato Sri, is there such a thing as positive ego? Positive ego. No! There's none. Whatever form of ego is always negative. So you got to decide whether the next 6 months is your ego in control or are you in control? Is your cup empty? Are you going to listen to your uplines? Are you going to be consistent with your presentation? Are you going to have enough humility to send out the TAT every Friday after midnight? Which I've been catching up with a lot of you. Many of you are struggling to be consistent with your TAT. Alright? So the first is do your TAT for the 6 months. The second is decide the attitude, the vairagya, the mood that you're going to carry for the next 6 months. The energy that you're sending out to your organization, to your network. The third point, or the third question, is it you or your ego who's going to complete the next 6-month journey. If it's your ego, if you think you cannot quell your ego and you think your ego is in control, please come to ISB. Please come talk to us or quit the business. Because if your ego is in control, you're not going to achieve any greatness in this business. I can promise you that. All right? Very, very important. Now, the fourth point, which I want to address the next 6 months, is it about you or your people? Because the most important thing that you have to be reminded of on this new journey, you are only as strong as the people you build. And this applies to corporate, Kunan, Vicky, Lorraine, Rita, everyone. This applies to everyone. You are only as strong as the people you build. I was talking to somebody the other day about this philosophy of Dato Sri Vijay, that he never gives up on people. If you know Dato Sri Vijay, he will never give up on people. No matter how big of a moron you are, no matter how full your cup is, he will never give up on you. He never gave up on me. All right. And in the early days, I was a full cup moron. All right. Okay. And he never gave up on me. And I kept asking him, why don't you give up on people? All right. And Dato Sri says that the most important growth that you need to experience to become a max out king or max out queen is the people you build. And if you're going to give up on people easily, if you are easily going to give up on people, who can you build? There's not going to be an easy downline. There's not going to be any easy downline. There's not going to be any easy student. There's not going to be any easy upline. All right, this journey is about human relationships, complicated people, people's egos. All right, so he says, your strength as an individual, and this is a strong reminder to all of you as I remind myself, your strength as an individual is irrelevant. Are you guys with me? That means your strength as an individual, that means you are the best presenter, you are the best networker, blah, blah, blah. All that is completely immaterial. All right? Because you're still one person. The true test of your ability to be a great networker for the next 100 years, to max out for the next 100 years, is your ability to raise others. If you don't have this ability, learn it. Empty your cup. Learn from your uplines. And you will never have the privilege of giving up on somebody. I have never given up on anyone until they give up on themselves. And I still try to help them as I am trained by Dato Sri Vijay. Alright? So Sarah Zalmadi, I see you. So if you guys, the next 6 months, focus on building your people, focus on raising your downlines, focus on sitting down with them every single freaking day, all right, and mentoring them, being there for them when they have a challenge or crisis, all right, pushing them to achieve their checks, listening to them, understanding them, not only for you to be understood. So it's so important that you focus on raising your people, because you are only as strong as the people you raise. Am I making sense? You're only as strong. David Sharma, I see you. I'll call you later tonight, David. I owe you a call. All right? You're only as strong as the people you build. And I say this to David Sharma always. David Sharma, to me, is a benchmark. Atli is a benchmark of some of the greatest networkers we have in the V family. Right? The two greatest warriors of Dato Sri Vijay. But I always tell them, all right, exactly what Dato Sri told me. If this company is going to last for 1,000 years, we need 1,000 Davids. We need 1,000 Atlis. Like Dato Sri Vijay told me 24 years ago, Pathman, go there and find me 1,000 Pathmans. One Pathman is not enough. And this is where I want you to focus the next 6 months. Building your people, spending time, mentoring them, guiding them, pushing them out of their comfort zone consistently. Consistently. Alright? And comes to my next point. My next point is that from January until June, and please be honest, I can feel your honesty through Instagram. You know this, right? How many of you have truly become consistent? How many of you are consistent? How many of you are consistent with your TAT? How many of you are consistent regularly with your presentation? Please be honest with yourself. All right? Do you understand? Consistency is the key for the next 6 months. The next 6 months, all right, you need to make the conscious decision that you're willing to pay the price. You're willing to make the sacrifice. That you are not going to be distracted by the normal things that others are distracted by. That you're going to be focused like a mad person, all right? Like somebody who's crazy. And you're going to be consistent, because the greatest challenge or the greatest reason why people fail, or why people quit network marketing, or why there's no momentum, or why people's checks don't keep on growing, the answer is very simple. The lack of consistency. So if you want to achieve greatness the next 6 months, a new year, remember July 1 is a new beginning. My advice to you is to be consistent. Never, 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 never switch off. Are you guys with me? Now, it doesn't mean you wake up every morning and say, I'm on, Qnet, I love Qnet, I love Qnet, I love Qnet, I love Qnet. No, it's not that. All right? Consistency is pick the areas you're going to be consistent in. It's okay. You can still watch a movie on the weekend. You can still take your kids to the park. You can still hold hands and sing Kumbaya with your mother-in-law and your wife or husband. No problem. All right? But where are you consistent? Are you consistent, all right, with the goals and targets and promises that you have made to your upline? For example, all right, consistent about presentation. That means, for example, all right, you say 4 presentations a week and you're consistent. Consistent with your TAT, consistent of attending your system, consistent of watching the Wednesday message, consistent of being on my Instagram live, consistent about, every single action that requires you to reach max out. Be consistent with it. Regardless what happens. You don't slow down. You don't switch off. You be consistent. So, that's the key. So, the point I want to address you guys for the next 6 months is consistency. Never, 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 never switch off. That is the secret of every max out king or queen. Alright? Now the final point that I want to address with you, okay, is enjoy the journey. For some reason, I remember the words of Dato Sri Vijay so clearly every morning when I wake up. I don't know exact these words. And he says, when you love what you do, it's not work. And you will never stop. And I thought about it, You love being a mother. You love being a father. I love all of my roles that I carry. I love being your upline, your chief. I love being the downlines of the great ones, Japadas Bismarck and Dato Sri Vijay Ishwar. I love everything. I love, sacrificing every Sunday and doing my Instagram live, or every Tuesday or Wednesday early morning recording my Wednesday message. I love what I do. I love being chief to ISB. I love VCon. All right? But I feel there are a lot of people who are on this journey with us on Qnet who have not fallen in love with what they're doing. That means they're doing it like a robot. They're doing it in a repetitious, mundane, monotonous, boring way. That the day you don't smile anymore when you realize that you are an entrepreneur with the greatest network marketing company in the world called Qnet, then there's something wrong with you. So my message to all of you, the next 6 months, July 1, week 27 to week 52, make sure you love what you do. Make sure you love the people you are working with. Make sure you are driven every single day by your love for your dreams, your love for the dreams of your downlines. You must be driven by love. And once you're driven by love, nothing or nobody can stop you. You see, it's easy to give up on something you don't love. And that's why a lot of people quit the business, because they still haven't fallen in love with this industry, this company, the people. All right? They haven't made promises, so it's easy for them to quit. But if you are really in love with Qnet, in love with this concept of entrepreneurship, in love with rhythm, raising yourself to help mankind, in love with your downlines and their dreams, in love with your uplines, and especially Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, if your whole journey is filled with love and the power of love, you will max out. I promise you guys. So this coming 6 months, July, August, September, October, November, December, is a new beginning. Kick your ego out. Do your TAT again for 6 months, all right, or the remainder 26 weeks, and raise the bar higher and have the right attitude. And remember, you're here to raise people, because the more people you raise, the better you become. Remember to be consistent and never switch off. Never switch off. And most importantly, love what you do. If you love what you do, every day is a daring adventure, like Helen Keller says. If you love what you do, nobody and nothing can stop you. If you love what you do, all the money in the world will be, every check feels sweeter, feels more unbelievable. It fills up a hole in your heart. If you love what you do, people will follow you. They will listen. If you love what you do, then every sacrifice, every pain is worth it. If you love what you do, you will never quit. I promise you guys. So this is your chief saying, let's rock week 27. All right, let's make sure you register for VCon. It's a new beginning. Week 27 is the first week of our year, or the remaining of our year. I see you, JR Maya, all the way from Europe. Love you, Abu. All right? This is our year. It's a new beginning. But learn to love everything about our business. And I promise you, you will rise and rise and rise. This is your chief saying, love you guys.